No more periods. Ta-ta, bye-bye, like done with, done with, done with. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about my experience while on birth control. I've been on birth control for about 10 years now, and I have tried 3 different types of birth control: the pill, the NuvaRing, and the Mirena IUD. Whether you want to go on birth control to help reduce your acne, whether it's to practice safe sex, or if you want to help reduce your periods, that is completely up to you. It is your body, your choice. Don't let anyone tell you different. You do what you feel is right. Before you get into the video, I am not a doctor. These are just my pros and cons, my experiences with each different type of birth control. So I highly suggest that you talk with your gynecologist before deciding on what works best for you. But without further ado, let's get on to the video. So I went on birth control about 10 years ago, and the first option that was available to me was the pill. That's the one that I ended up going with because it was just the most common at the time, and I felt like it was something I could manage. It was easy for me then, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. I think the pill is really great for people who are just kind of testing out their birth control waters because it's the most common one, and I wouldn't say it's the easiest now that I've tried other forms of birth control, but I would say like at the time and for my age, it was the easiest for me to manage. And so that's why I decided to go with the pill. You get a set of pills, one for every day. There are pink ones and white ones, and the pink ones you take for about 3 weeks. And then you start taking the white ones, which essentially I don't think have anything in them. They're just to help remind you that you need to take one every day so you stay consistent. And then while you're taking the white ones, you get your period. And then once your period ends, or it's towards the end of its time, you start taking the pink ones again. For me, it was really great, and I didn't really have too many problems with it in the beginning because I just would set an alarm, take it at night. Some people take them in the morning, and it was great. I would just take the pill at the same time every day. So I was on the pill for about 3 years on and off. So in the beginning, it was fine, like I said, but as kind of time went on, I started to forget that I had to take my pill every day. Sometimes I would miss a pill, I miss 2 pills, and if you are sexually active, it can be bad because you're trying to prevent pregnancy, and if you miss 1 or 2 pills, that can mess up with the hormones in the pills. So I did the pill for like about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And at that point, I wanted to talk with my doctor about possibly switching to a new type of birth control. I kind of just wanted to see what else was out there, what other options were available to me, because I was just like, I don't know if I can continue remembering to take this pill every day. Some of the things that I did not like about taking the pill was that I had to remember to take it every day. Yeah, honestly, I don't really have anything bad to say about the pill. It was just a hassle for me to have to take one every day now looking back. But overall, I think it was really great for my first birth control method. Yeah, I didn't have any problems on it. I was really lucky and didn't have any like acne or breakouts growing up. So I can't really say if it helped clear my skin or made my skin worse, but I really didn't have many side effects to it. My periods did become a little bit lighter. I got less cramps, but other than that, things were pretty normal. So I kind of wanted to explore new options in terms of birth control after about 1.5 years, 2 years on the pill. I just wanted to kind of see what else was out there and if there was something that didn't require me to take a pill at the same time every single day. So after consulting with my doctor, we kind of decided on the NuvaRing. I thought I could give that a try. I could like test that out, you know, see if it works or not. And the NuvaRing essentially is a small silicone plastic circle, like that's big, like this big. Yeah, I would say like this big. And you put it up your vajayjay and you leave it there for about 3 weeks, and then you take it out the 4th week when you get your period. So I was on the NuvaRing for about 1 year, maybe a little bit longer, but about 1 year. And it was okay. I mean, to be honest, I did not love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was really great in the beginning because I was like, oh, I don't have to remember to take a pill every day. I don't have to remember to do XYZ. Like, you literally just put it in there and it stays for 3 weeks. Amazing. I mean, amazing. But I would say like 4, 5, 6 months into it, I started to have some problems. It would fall out, and I look back and think it might have been that I just didn't have it in far enough, but it sometimes will just start slipping out. And if you're on a walk or on a hike or wherever you are and you don't have somewhere to go and like put it back into place, that's a problem. So that became a little bit of a problem for me. I just would be like scared to go anywhere because I'd be like, oh my God, is it gonna like fall out? Like, is there a bathroom nearby? Because what if it falls out? Or like, what if it starts coming out? Like, I would just get so paranoid, and I didn't like it. But again, probably it was my fault for just not putting it in far enough. Whoops. But it was super easy to do. It's just kind of like a tampon. Like, you just put it up there. I don't know. So you just like pinch it so it looks like this, and then you just insert it as far up as you can put it. And then you just leave it there. It just pretty much stays, except for like in my case where it would fall out sometimes. But for most people, it just stays up there. And then again, you can like download, I think they have an app you can download. It's like a tracker. I don't think they had that when I was taking it. I just would mark on my phone, like on a calendar when I would take it out. And then you get your period, and then you get a new one and put it back in. So the pros for me for the NuvaRing would definitely be that, again, you don't have to remember to take a pill every day. You don't have to remember to do something every single day. You just have to remember to take it out after about 3 weeks when you get your period. The cons for me are, one, you still get your period. So if you're looking for a birth control that helps stop that or lightens it a lot, I would say this is not for you. And the other con for me personally would be that it would fall out sometimes just because. Also, if you are having intercourse, I would say that just be careful because it can fall out during intercourse as well. I have read that people will take it out when they're having intercourse just to prevent that problem, but you know, just check after you're done just to make sure it's still in there. That's all I'll say. The other major con for me was that you have to keep it in the fridge. Now, I have done some research on the NuvaRing recently, and it says that you can actually just keep it in room temperature condition without having to keep it in the fridge for up to 4 months. Anything longer than 4 months, you have to keep in the fridge. But when I was getting the NuvaRing like 7, 8 years ago, I didn't have that option. I had to keep it in the fridge. Like when I would get a new one, you just would keep it in the fridge the entire time. You couldn't just keep it out in room temperature. So the reason that I actually got off NuvaRing was, one, because it would fall out and that made me really nervous. And two, I actually was doing a study abroad in China for an entire school year. And I just was like, how am I gonna bring NuvaRing with me for 12 months in my luggage traveling to China with a host family who's gonna ask me, what is this random thing you're keeping in our refrigerator? Yeah, no. So I went back on the pill for another year while I was studying abroad in China and got off the NuvaRing. So this brings me to my last birth control, which would be the IUD. And I am currently on it right now. I use the Mirena and I freaking love it. Honestly, it's life. The IUD is life. Let me tell you why. So the Mirena IUD is small, T-shaped little plastic. It's like this big. I mean, it's like this big. It's very small. It's like as big as a pack of sugar. And it's very thin and it goes in your uterus and it stays there for 5 years. Now, when I first went on the Mirena, it was supposed to be just for women who have had babies. Since the Mirena is going into your uterus, it can be very painful for women who have not had children before. But I think now it's more mainstream. Like I see that they post on their website, oh, you know, you can have kids or you don't have to have kids to have Mirena. But when I was getting it, I did not know many women who had it. When I got the Mirena, I was pretty scared because my doctor was like, look, girl, I'm going to be very transparent with you. it's painful. Like, it's gonna hurt. And I have like the lowest pain tolerance in the world. I hate pain. Like, when I get a shot, I gotta tell them, can you say 1, 2, 3? Like, I'm scared. Like, I just don't like pain at all. So going into it, I was freaking out. They gave me these like little 2 pills, like you're supposed to put in your vajayjay like the night before to help. I don't know. It's like Tylenol for your vajay. But I felt like it didn't do anything. I felt like, what is this really gonna help me? They told me I could also take 2 Tylenols the day of, but I was still freaked out. My mom came with me, and she was in the waiting room when I was getting it done. But basically, I went in and they showed me what it looked like, and they told me, just take a deep breath, and they push it in. It's bringing back memories. Yeah, I like cried. It really hurt. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It really hurt me. I thought I was gonna pass out. I was on the little, the bed thing, whatever. And I was crying and it really hurt, but, overall, freaking love it. I went home. It hurt for about like the next few hours. I just lay on the couch with a heating pad on and just did nothing. But like the next day it was fine. I was totally fine the next day. You don't feel anything. The main thing that I love about the Mirena is that you don't have to do a single thing for 5 years. 5 years. It's just in there. You don't gotta do squat. Like, I forget about it. I sometimes even forget I'm on birth control. I forget everything because I'm like, I don't gotta do anything. The other thing I love about it is that I don't get my periods. No more periods. Ta-ta, bye-bye, like, done with. Done with, done with. I think it's just amazing. Now, let me preface. So, every woman's different. Every woman's going to have a different reaction to Mirena. Some people are going to love it. Some people probably hate it. Just the way, that is about any birth control or anything that you do or try. But for me specifically, when I was on the Mirena, what happened was I went on it in March, like 7 years ago. And I remember getting my period every day for the whole summer. Every day I had my period for like 5 months. It was the most random thing. I thought something was wrong. I called my doctor, but they were like, no, this can happen. Like, it should go away, but sometimes women do get their periods when they're on the Mirena. Some people don't lose them. Some people lose them completely. And it wasn't like a heavy period. It was light, but you had to use a panty liner or, tampons, but it still was like bleeding every day. And I was like, oh my God, is this ever gonna last? Am I going to have my period every day for 5 years? Is this my life? Thankfully, it was not. After about 5 months, it went away and I never got it again. Like, my period just went away. I have not had my period in like 7 years. So random, but I freaking love it. So that is one of the reasons why I love the Mirena. The Mirena is also over 99% effective in preventing pregnancies. Now, of course, you should always practice safe sex because no birth control prevents STDs. So just make sure that you're being safe in general. But I think the Mirena is a really great option. I personally haven't had any really bad side effects with it. I didn't have any like skin breakouts or any acne or anything like that. Again, I had my period just for that little bit of time for a couple months and then it went away completely, and I have not had my period again for 7 years. That's wild. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Mirena just was the best option for me because if I'm traveling, if I'm doing things, if I'm in another time zone, if I am just forgetful, I don't have to remember to do anything. I just have to leave it in there for 5 years and then go back and get it taken out and get a new one put in. So currently I'm on my second Mirena. What I did was essentially when it was about, I think 4.5 months, I went back to my doctor and they took it out and put a new one in right away. And that was it. It was pretty simple. I will say it was just as painful as the first time. Yeah, just as painful as the first time is the only way I can describe it. But I will say for someone who hates pain as much as I do, it's worth it for me. I mean, 1 day of pain versus 5 years of not having a period and knowing that it's over 99% effective against preventing pregnancies, and just knowing that, you know, it hasn't hurt my skin or anything like that, to me is beyond worth it. And, you know, I think this is the birth control that is right for me. With the Mirena as well, something that I suggest is making sure that you check it once a month, that it's still in place. Now, I personally have not had any experience with it getting lost or falling out or anything like that. Thank goodness. Can happen. Pretty unlikely, but it could happen. So once a month, you just, you know, put your fingers up there and make sure that you feel the little string that's hanging out. That way you can feel it. It just gives me a reassurance at least to know that it's still in there and it's in place. But if you do feel anything like moving or you feel pain, then I would definitely consult your doctor. Or if you don't feel the string at all, I would consult your doctor, you know, just to make sure that everything is in place. So overall, my top choice for birth control obviously is the IUD. My second choice would probably be the pill, and my third choice would be the NuvaRing. I hope this video was helpful to at least some of you if you are deciding to get on birth control, or if you are deciding to possibly switch to a new birth control. If you have any additional questions, comment them down below. I will be happy to answer any question that you have. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.